Good morning, traders. So how are we going to trade Aussie today? So first things first, this level here is fairly significant, okay? And the other thing that we have here is the trend which is sloping down on the top. So that is a wedge, okay? And it's a wedge off a level. So it's a wedge off a 61.8. If I go to the daily here, you can see how we have rejected the 61.8 3 times in a row. So 3 days in a row we've rejected that. Now that is leading me to believe that we are looking for some downside, okay? And if I put my confidence level to that, pretty much 51% confident that we're going down and 49% confidence that we are going to continue to the upside. So a little bit of indecision. Okay, and you can see the level is twofold. It's the 61.8, but it's also this previous breakout. So these bottom tails here, and you can see how we used it as resistance there. We used it as support here, and that's pretty much it. Okay. So that being said, I have a mildly bearish bias at the moment, and for me, this nonsense that we had here, you can see that the daily was a range. So if we just adjust that to there, and we put that there. Okay, so you can see for 2 days in a row we formed a range. So this is pretty much the levels that we need to break out of. But the beauty of fractals is we have this fractal here, which would indicate my breakout. So in other words, if we do fall below this fractal, and you can see how the 200 moving average is here as well, then we will below the moving averages, or the break of the fractal will be below the moving averages, and it'll be a worthwhile short. So short here, stop there. So fairly high stop, 260 points. But if you get down to a 6 minute, nothing better. So that's trade. So the trade is a break of this level, and this level is 59.17. So so I would pretty much look for a trade, a breakout of 59.15. That would give me confidence that we're breaking below this level. So for now, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 fractals on the 6 minutes. We have 3 fractals on the 12 minutes. So fairly strong level on a daily, from a daily perspective. But the important factor here is we have had a moving average crossover. Okay, so a break of this fractal here will be well below the moving averages, which is what you're looking for. You don't want to trade the break of the fractals if you are on the wrong side of the moving average. Okay, so ideally what you want is a crossover. So you can see here we've got a crossover. There's a fractal. You could have waited for the pullback, got in here, and you're trading the break of the fractal, and that would have given you a second move. Okay, so that's kind of the view that I have today. What may happen though is we may break this top fractal, which is also cool because it'll be above the moving averages as well. So that's the beauty about the moving averages being flat in the middle here. So if we do break above the top fractal, same scenario, it's long there and stop loss below this fractal. Okay, so this top level is 51.225, I would say, just to be safe. And what you're looking for is a break, firstly, of this high here. Okay, so if you do get a break above here, which is 51.278, then you can look for let's just see where that gap lines up. Yeah, so then I would aim for the gap close at the top here, because that would be the top of the rising wedge. Okay, so that's my view today. A little bit indecisive as to what's actually going to happen today, but I'm going to pay attention to these two levels, the high and low of yesterday, and trade that accordingly. And again, for me, it's going to be pretty much 12, possibly even a 6-minute chart today. So unfortunately, there's going to be lots of screen time. If we look at the 6-minute chart, we do have a double bottom here and a break of the double bottom. So that indicates that we have a potential move to the upside, which would break this high and target this high of 51278. Okay, if you get a rejection of 51278 again, which would be above the 61.8 on the daily, that would be a reasonable area to look for a short. So let's just do this. Okay, so an attempt at this level again, and we failed. So any bearish price action on a 6 or even a 12 minute at this area will indicate a move to the downside. Okay, so that's my take on it. Hope it helps, and stay safe, keep your stops tight, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Enjoy your day. Cheers, man.